Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, My Kinda Art with me, Ava Florentino. And for today's video, this is a very sad one because James Earl Jones, the famous voice actor and iconic celebrity when it comes to voicing some of the most iconic pop culture characters of all time, like Mufasa from the 1994 animated movie The Lion King.
You are my son, and the one true king. Remember who you are.
No, please, don't leave me. Father, don't leave me.
And for this video, his iconic villain voice for Darth Vader from the Star Wars series.
The rebels are alerted to our presence. Admiral Oswald came out of light speed too close to the system. Don't be too proud of this technological terror you've constructed. The ability to destroy a planet is insignificant next to the power of the Force.
And I wanted to do a tribute to him with this old Darth Vader drawing that I did actually back in 2018, but I never did a tutorial video for it. So here is a quick tutorial video for this, and let's pay some respects to one of the greats. And before we get started, if you're new to the channel, hit that like button, ring the bell, leave a comment, and let's get to it. So to begin this video, I just remembered that a lot of the footage was lost from the beginning of this tutorial. I do remember recording this on my Canon camera, and for the most part, I outlined this with pencil and I used my Micron black ink pens in various sizes, but this one I approached it by only using hatching lines in one direction, like you see here with the eyes, and for the most part the left side of the helmet and on the right side of the helmet with just straight lines, and even curving them for areas like the eyes. The helmet does curve a little bit on the sides, and this one I strictly just wanted to see how clean it would look by not using any cross hatching but just normal lines next to each other. Not only did I use Micron ink pens, but I also used Faber-Castells as my main ones. And this is the reference photo that I was going by to try and get that realistic look, because this was a high resolution photo of the actual helmet. And one of the things that I did to fill in all of those shadows that you see on the helmet, the really deep dark black shadows that are just solid black, that made it really easy for me to do, was using some Prisma markers, or any markers that you have you can do as well, but I use Prisma markers just to fill in that solid black, and that way that saves so much time because you do not want to fill that in with just these thin ink pens, because that would just take way too long. So I filled all of that in, and you'll see that right at the very end how much time you'll save by doing that. And I just kept the details by using the thin pens in those detailed areas. Like the helmet has some very intricate straight lines, some curved lines, but there's also some simplicity to it because there isn't a lot of unnecessary details, but everything is just very sleek and clean, and it has a glossy finish where I purposely didn't put any of the marks on the paper and left it solid white. That's going to be easy for me to do some solid highlights, and the black right next to that will make the contrast be striking even more. And when it comes to the Prisma markers, when they're applied, this is what the final outcome is going to look like. You'll see the deep blacks, and all of our lines that I created, all of the lines that are next to each other, creates a nice rhythm. And when there's a lot of lines next to each other, it does create that contrast that we like. If you put a lot of lines in sequential order, they will create that darkness that you like, and less lines separated apart from each other, it creates a middle tone, and even less, it does create more of a white color, if you know what that means. And I even use a little bit of dots right below the breathing part of his mouth in the helmet as well. So in combination of dark solid shapes, some lines, it does create a nice look. And this was the pen style that I wanted to go for, was the hatching style with just straight lines. So just to end this video, this was a very sad moment, and it's kind of crazy that I actually had already started doing this edited video months ago. Actually, almost by the time it was February of this year, I kind of put everything together in my editing software to start putting everything together and start kind of doing this voiceover. And I just kind of put it to the side, and other things just kept coming up when it came to my art. And yeah, it's just one of those that I had to finish now because I just wanted to pay a tribute to someone that's been part of pop culture for so many years. And yeah, let me know down in the comments section below what you think of this news, what you think of this art, and who is your favorite character that James Earl Jones voiced in his entire career. So thank you guys so much for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.